of the things to be, the pains that are withheld for me, I realize and I can see that suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. The game of life is hard to play. I'm gonna lose it anyway. The losing card I'll someday lay. So this is all I have to say. Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. The sword of time will pierce our skins. It doesn't hurt when it begins, but as it works its way on in, the pain grows stronger, watch it grin. Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. A brave man once requested me to answer questions that are key. Is it to be or not to be? And I replied, oh, why ask me? Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. And you can do the same thing if you please.
There's four who share this room, and we work hard for the crack, and sleeping late on Sundays. I never get to Mass. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It gets farther by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. When Friday comes around, Ted is only into fighting. Me ma would like a letter home, but I'm too tired for writing. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way, and it gets farther by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. The only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It sort of eases the pain a bit and levels out me thinking. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. farther by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. I think I hear a fiddle play, or maybe it's emotion. I dream I see white horses dance upon that other ocean. Oh, it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way, and it gets farther by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, that once was Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. My name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as could be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy, like my house that fell to progress, my trade's a memory. I courted Peggy Dignan, as pretty as you please, a rogue and a child of Mary, from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham, she took away my soul. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old time. The years have made me bitter, the gargles dimmed me brain, 'cause Dublin keeps on changing and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the Met have gone, the Royal long since pulled down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of my town. Fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages spring up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines. I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. The coat she wore still lies upon the bed. That book I gave her that she never read. She left without a single word to say, and her father didn't like me anyway. She always wanted more than I could give, and she wasn't happy with the way we lived. I could have felt like asking her to stay, and her father didn't like me anyway. Daddy never knew just what she saw in me. Her daddy didn't like my hair. Perhaps if we'd have talked, he might have seen something in me. But Daddy didn't really care. For to tell the truth, I didn't have the nerve. And I know I've only got what I deserve. And now she's taken leave of me today, and her father didn't like me anyway. The coat she wore still lies upon the bed. That book I gave her that she never read. She left without a single word to say, and her father didn't like me anyway. Her father didn't like me anyway.
Caught in the wind, he drifted a while, with no purpose or direction to his life. He tried to get himself together and pacify his mind and forget about the things he left behind. A crying woman standing helpless in his door, with a 2-month-old baby in her arms. His little black book laying torn up on the floor, and God only knows he never meant to do her wrong. A careless week has torn the king of Oak Street's castle down. And all week long he's tried to call her, but she won't let him explain. Now Sunday morning finds him walking in the rain. He sits down in a phone booth and he prays that she'll forgive him and she'll believe he's changed his ways. With shaking hand, he deposits his last dime, and he's still praying that she won't hang up this time. Then the sweetest voice he's ever heard says hello. Breakfast's almost ready, baby. Come on home. I've thought the whole thing over, and I think I understand that the king of Oak Street is just an ordinary man. I've thought the whole thing over, and I think I understand that the king of Oak Street is just an ordinary